The Belle of Louisville's participation in the Great Steamboat Race each spring was promoted like the participants were bitter rivals. The truth is, they always had a lot in common. Before moving to Louisville after being purchased in 1962, the Belle's home port was Cincinnati. She was named the Avalon in those days. The Avalon was what was known as a tramp boat. In river parlance, that meant the steamboat had no fixed schedule and would go from river town to river town, picking up passengers or freight. Many Cincinnati riverboat people had been connected with the Avalon. One was Captain Ernie Wagner, who was a hero when the Island Queen exploded. He then worked on the Avalon. He became nationally known while he was the longtime master of the Delta Queen. Another was Betty Blake, the public relations genius who headed the Save the Delta Queen campaign in 1970. She once booked hundreds of Girl Scouts on the Avalon. Since there were no overnight accommodations, they used sleeping bags. And Marlow Cook, who bought the Avalon on behalf of Jefferson County in Louisville. He became a friend of both boats. He learned quickly that not everyone shared his vision that buying a steamboat would help riverfront development. Cook was the judge executive of Jefferson County when the Avalon went on the auction block.
We really were encouraged by some people in Louisville that felt we ought to do something about our riverfront, and I must confess, there's a club in Louisville called the Pendennis Club, and after we bought the boat and we'd paid $34,000 for it, the big round table that is the cream of Louisville, and basically Republican as I was, advised me that having bought a steamboat, I'd probably never get elected to another public office as long as I lived, that was a damn foolish thing to do.
He faced a taxpayer's suit for improperly spending money, then did some calculations. It cost every taxpayer 6 cents, so he placed a jar of pennies on his desk and gave 6 of them to anyone who complained. Of course, he had the last laugh.
Well, it's now a great, great part of Louisville. I've had hotel people tell me that, very frankly, they've lost conventions because somebody had the Belle of Louisville for an occasion on a weekend that a convention wanted to come to Louisville, and if they couldn't have the Belle, they weren't going to come.
As we noted, the Belle was formerly the Avalon. Before that, the Idlewild, the name she started with in 1914. And that's a pretty good run for a famous steamboat.